again, here's where we are. We're done. But here's what I want you to see. Where are the children of Israel going? They're going to Sinai. One of the easiest ways to explain the gospel to somebody from the Old Testament is to say, God didn't give them the law, and once they started to obey, he brought them out. He actually brought them out and then gave them the law. That's the gospel, right? It's not like, because I'm obeying God, now I'm saved. Oh no, because I've been saved by his free grace, now I want to obey God. And they're on their way to Sinai, and more than that, Leviticus 11:45, God says, I brought you out of Egypt, therefore be holy. Now what this means is this: the more you meditate on what he has done, the more you see the floodwaters go over his head in your heart, in your mind's eye, the more you see what he's done, the more holy you will be. Anybody who says to me, well, I know I shouldn't be doing that, I know I'm doing that, I really shouldn't be doing that, I know God forgives me, you don't know the first thing about forgiveness. Nobody who understands the grace of God would ever take sin lightly. The more you deal with the free grace of God, the more you work it into your heart, the more you understand this, the more you understand that your salvation has nothing to do with how you behave, the more that's going to change your behavior. The more radically it's going to change your behavior. I brought you out of Egypt that you be holy. I brought you out of Egypt to take you to Sinai and give you the law. And when you think about this, why do you sin? Sometimes I think you sin just because it's the easiest way. Let the gratitude you should have for God just fill your heart with so much joy, you say, I'm not going to do that. But an awful lot of the reasons why we sin is because of the idols. We sin because we're afraid, because we're being controlled by these things, and the grace of God frees us from those things. And therefore, anybody who says, the more you talk about how it's free, it's all free, it's nothing to do not only with my works, it's not even got to do with the quality of my faith, well then, it doesn't matter how you live. You haven't even begun to come to grips with it, have you? Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. When God says, I brought you out of Egypt so you can be holy, that's the same thing as we're saved by faith alone, but not by faith which remains alone. You're saved by faith, not with works, but if your works do not grow out of faith, then you don't have any faith. And that's actually all through the Exodus narrative too. It's amazing. It's the gospel. It is just the gospel.